All right, guys, we're back. Today. Oh, I debated. There they are. I debated doing a video on this, right? There's a lot of buying going on right now in a particular block of Magic. In my opinion, a lot of those boxes have kind of reached, where they're supposed to be or where they should have been. And generally speaking, I think a lot of those boxes are going to be in like the $300 to $1,000 range. And you know exactly now, based off of what I just said, what particular block I'm talking about. This is a Vacuum Restored, Scars of Mirrodin, etc. There's a fair number of boxes from that block. Vacuum Restored, Masters 2015, MH1. We're kind of a little bit on the newer side. But I went through and I was like, okay, let's see what boxes are still underpriced. Let's see what boxes are reasonably priced. Let's see what we got here, right? Now, the important thing here is I did not go ham. I did not buy out a huge number of boxes. I just bought a few of them. Sorry, just checking for any potential issues on the box besides the torn little bit of seal here. Generally speaking, I think we're pretty kosher. But this Dark Ascension is and was, in my opinion, for some reason, out of all of these boxes that had moved up, $50, $80, $90, 300%, 200%, etc. For some reason, this box, wow, just not open. For some reason, this particular box had not run as hard as the others yet. Like, there was a little bit of buying pressure from like the really cheap stuff, but this guy put more newspaper in here. I wonder if I can see what town this is. Bro, how old? Who gets newspapers? This is from September. Oh my god. These are for packaging material. Oh my god, there's so much newspaper here. Aha. Let's see. From the Buffalo store. 2 more boxes. Aha. So, I specifically went after this box because, in my opinion, it was by and far... Ooh, it's a little rough. See the purple packs up in here. Looks pretty solid. These boxes should all be $300 to $400 plus. Now, why do I say that? Well, historically speaking, if you look at the price of Magic and what Magic has done, it gains somewhere between 7 and 10% a year, pretty consistently. It's not super out of the realm of the impossible for Magic either. Hell, some products go up 8,000% in a year. Sorry, I'm trash collecting right now. Call me the newspaper boy. Anyway, jokes aside, the fact that this box is, I believe, almost 15 years old now. When this set released, it may even have. Does it have it on the bottom still? Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. Does it have the suggested retail pricing? 2012. It does not have the retail pricing. Oh well. I tried. A for effort. One box is pretty rough though. We have an interesting scenario here. These boxes are almost 15 years old. Magic has raised the MSRP prices on things from 98 to 101 to getting rid of draft boxes to merging play, draft, and set into one super SKU that costs $150. A box that is 13 years old from one of the best blocks of Magic history should not be $30 over what is the current price of a 36-pack box, which is about $150 suggested. The point where this got interesting for me, I was like, okay, this is 13 years old, and I've been watching these boxes for probably the past, I don't know, 3-4 weeks. Compares to nothing like Rudy, who watches this shit like a fucking hawk, man. Like, this dude's like all up in that business like a freaking prom date on Tuesday, and you got the hot blonde, like, and everyone's like, oh, like, he up in there deep. Anyway, but the interesting thing is out of all of those sets, Innistrad, you know, Scars of Mirrodin Besieged, Mirrodin, all this stuff, Avashian Restored. What the heck else is there? Dark Ascension. You have Innistrad. Oh gosh, what was the other ones? You have Conspiracy 2 was in this same time frame. Conspiracy 1. A lot of these older sets that are around this period, right? I think even, oh god, was Battle Bond back there? I don't remember. A lot of this stuff I wasn't even around for at the time, so like I missed it. You also have the interesting era of Gate Crash, which is the year following. It was super hyped at the time. Everyone loved it. Had to pull Tarman Gideon, as my roommate used to call it. There was some pretty spicy stuff in there, but the reality is what made money in Gate Crash was the lands. The lands. It's always the lands in Magic. Anytime things generate mana, it's expensive. Hello, Moxes, we seek you. Expensive. Anyway, the fact that these boxes were floating at like 170, 180, the heck did I pay for these two? 185. I paid see? Here's the receipt right there. Boom. Right there. 2 boxes from this guy. That was $369.90 shipped to my door, plus taxes and fees and blah, blah, blah. I am okay paying that. I think these are going to be $300 to $400 boxes soon. Every box from this era, outside of probably Gate Crash, I think is going to start pushing $250, $300 plus dollars. There is no supply. There is a lot of hype that hasn't caught on yet. And who knows, maybe I'm just like an absolute Timmy, like the legendary Timmy that just bought a bunch of Dark Ascension for no reason. But something tells me that I don't think I'm going to be a Timmy on this one. We'll see what happens, but I have a feeling that some interesting things are going to happen over the next 5 to 6 months. And depending on how Innistrad goes, this set might be worth something, because it might have been set 2 of 3 in the Innistrad block. It's right there. It says it on the box. I'm not that creative. Anyway, but there's an interesting window here. As we have seen from some of these boxes, it doesn't take a whole lot for one particular card to rocket up in price, and all of a sudden everything is just skewed out of whack. And we have a very interesting scenario that has been created. There is a very, 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 very finite supply of these boxes. And if you have them, you are going to do very well on them. And I don't think you necessarily need to have a 10 to 20 year hold pattern on these. But I do think if you have a realistic outlook of 6 to 36 months, I think could probably be what my estimated hold time is on these. I don't mind throwing $1,000 at a set that is gonna, probably go 50 to 70% within the first year I hold it. Pretty reasonable to me. And if it stays flat, worst case scenario, I just tied up some profit for the year and I'm not really out anything. It doesn't really hurt me any. I can just sell it and do whatever. It's fine. Do not care. Do not care. It is the way. This is the way. The donated way. But that is what we have. We have created this very interesting market where there's a lot of FOMO, and I don't think it'll take a whole lot for something that has 30 boxes listed forever and nothing else being added forever to go from, I don't know, $185 to $285. Seems like a pretty reasonable price jump to me, especially seeing as there's like 6 boxes before that happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. Good luck. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We have some insane spice coming on this weekend. Enjoy. Bye.